everybody? Welcome to the Casual Sports Talk Podcast, Week 3 NFL edition. And now we got a gentleman right over here who still doesn't understand how did the Browns beat the Packers? Here's Chris!
Oh, I thought we were all talking about us in general because I don't understand how the Browns beat the Packers. I'm pretty sure Doug is confused. Stuart, you're confused. What?
Nobody's going to believe me now, but I was like this close to picking Brown stock. Like I had a funny feeling. I was like, no, dude, I'll take the Giants over the Chiefs instead. What a lame pick that was.
What is this? Hey, I literally picked the Cowboys over the Bears for my stock. So
I had some swings and misses this week, just like the Detroit Tigers. I watched them get struck out, 15, 16 times there today?
The Browns always do this. They always beat the surprising teams that they should lose to. So.
Yes. And now we got a gentleman right over here who's trading all his Tiger gear for Lions gear because he knows the Tigers not making a postseason. Here's Douglas.
Ooh, Doug does not know that they're not making the playoffs. So
I'll say we're tied right now. Everybody's acting like we've lost the division. We're not going to, but we still could.
I mean,
as excited I was about the Lions' amazing game yesterday, I'm equally disappointed by the Tigers today. That's my emotion. As an equal, like we're talking about Newton's loss, Stu, equal opposite reaction. Yes. Very elated for the Lions, very deflated for the Detroit Tigers.
And real quick, for our fans out there, the Cleveland Guardians just defeated the Detroit Tigers based on a tiebreaker situation. Very, very close in the divisional standings right now. Guardians own the tiebreaker, so right now they're in first. I did mention it to Doug. Even if the Guardians do win the series 2-1, 3-0, the Browns have to play in Detroit on Sunday. So whether you're a playoff fan or a City fan, I think the Lions have the upper hand right now against Detroit has the upper hand against Cleveland. All around sports.
I mean, it's all around sports indeed in this one. And now we got to talk about Week 3 NFL, where it was actually a good week of NFL. I will say it. This is the craziest week because we had 5 blocked field goals in this week. Gentlemen, this is crazy. We never have 5. We never have any blocked field. We usually have it.
There was 5 blocked. It's when they were blocked. They were all last second, last 2 minutes of the game blocked. So it was a wild wave of emotion.
The Packers got one blocked against the Browns. The Eagles blocked the Rams. What were the other 3?
The Jets
blocked the Chargers blocked the Broncos, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, and the Jets blocked the Buccaneers. But it's still hilarious because, like I said, the Jets still lost that game. So go figure. Block kicks. It don't mean anything in this one, baby. So.
Oh, they mean a lot.
Well, it means unless it's the Jets.
Yeah, unless you're the Jets with a good special teams defensive block and then end up losing the game. But Buccaneers are 3-0. All right, here we go.
But anyway, gentlemen, we got our first game right over here. We got the Miami Dolphins, which maybe I should change to the Miami Dolphins because they're still lolling, even though, granted, they had a close game against the Bills. But they lost 21-31. So, gentlemen, what is your thoughts on the disappointment of the Miami Dolphins?
Stu, I feel for my buddy Zach Sealer, man. Went to high school with him, and he had the play that kind of they made a punt against him, sealed the game on the broadcast. Troy Aikman, and they used that, and it was pretty rough. I don't know if you guys
did they mention his name on the broadcast?
Oh, they talked about it for a while. They're it's hard not to pin this whole thing on him, but so there was he roughed the punter on a play where it was 21-21. Miami was going to get the ball back, and then he roughed the punter, and then the Bills did what the Bills do, and they went right down and scored a touchdown.
Is that why our buddy Alex Kurz texted the group saying Siegler? Gotcha.
Yeah, that's exactly why. And it did unfortunately cost them. I mean, they still had opportunities, but having the ball back, defense was playing great to then that, and then giving up a touchdown, and that was all she wrote basically.
That's all she wrote indeed. And it's funny because last week I gave the Dolphins, or my opinion, the Dolphins a 2, and the rest of you guys gave them 3s. Ooh, they did lose by 10. I mean, they didn't get blown out. I'll give them credit. If it was my thought, I was going to be like 30-0, and then I would be like, okay, this team maybe get a 1. But for right now, they did lose by 10 against Buffalo. It does suck that they're now 0-3 right now. That is not good to start the season in this one. I think it's safe to say I think the Dolphins are not going to make a postseason right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I agree with you, Stu. Sorry. So you said I gave him a 3 last week.
Yeah.
I've been looking at power rankings and different things of that nature, and I think the Browns have a better team than the Dolphins. I think I gave the Browns a 2 last week. All right, I'm glad you agree with that. Heck yes, dude. So I'm definitely going to drop the Dolphins from a 3 to a 2. Easy drop.
Easy drop right there.
Maybe next week, because I think next week, who are the Dolphins play? Oh, look at that. The New York Jets. Are the Jets 0-3?
Yes! The battle! We got to week 4, baby!
That might be the early season toilet bowl right there. Dolphins, Jets. It's in Miami. So yeah, the loser of that could easily be a 1. But hey,
did I give him a 4 last week, Stu?
No, you actually gave him a 3, and I think you were right about that, Douglas.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I guess I'll go to a 2. I mean, they were so close against a really good team, and like they had chances, but yeah, I don't know, man. They're 0-3, and it looks like the season's feeling lost already.
Yeah, I wish they would have gotten those stickers, for the first when they scored a touchdown against the Bills, and they should have gotten the "Congratulations, Dolphins! You scored a touchdown and were the lead in the first quarter against the Bills."
Great, Stu. They had a great first drive, and then it was just like they'd have great moments, then they would just like get stagnant too much, and like Tua missed some throws. Like there was just I don't know. This offense feels like it should be better than what it is.
And I will say this. Who's going to get fired first, Mike McDaniel or the Giants coach? Who's going to get fired? Who's going to get
I don't know, man. The Giants are starting Jackson Dart, so we'll talk about that when we get there. But I don't know. I don't know, Stu.
You don't know indeed in that one. And now we got the Buffalo Bills, who, I used to call them the Lol Bills. But like I said, we have all given them 8s. They won a game. Kind of a little bit of an ugly game. I thought they should have beaten by 30, but hey, a win's a win.
I think the Bills were 11.5-point spreads, if not 12.5. They won by 10. It was a home game, so yes, sir, I kind of agree with your comment. They should have won by 30. If not, they should have won by. Well, they did win by double digits. But
they should have
won by more than just 10 points. Keep them at an 8. I would gladly love to give them a 9. Honestly, for them being, who else is contender?
I think it's them and the Chargers, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Chargers. 3-0, right?
Yeah, but I honestly think that Josh Allen could beat the Chargers. Dude,
who has the best defense in the league right now?
But it's Josh Allen right now.
But it's Justin Herbert absolutely threading the needle, bro. The Chargers got a team, Stu. The Chargers got a team. Don't dismiss
yeah, I know you thinking, you and your cat.
Don't dismiss Stu. Jimmy Harbaugh went 15-0 and won the national title. The dude knows how to coach a winning football team.
He doesn't know how to.
I think he's the better Harbaugh coach, Stu. There's no doubt about that.
I know we're not talking about the Chargers just yet. The Chargers really have the number 1 defense.
Huh? Oh yeah, they have the number 1 defense and they have Justin Herbert.
Yep.
Herbert's playing at near MVP level. What a guy.
But anyway,
I'll stay with an 8. Like this, they're definitely like the 1A, 1B type of team. Like they look like the team to beat in the AFC, but the Chargers are still there. They still got some other teams to get through.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the Buffalo does look good. And I think this is honestly their best shot of making that Super Bowl. Now, granted, I always got to think, how long until that window closes? I think they still got a good few. I think Josh Allen got a good 3-5 more years in super prime shape, as long as there's no catastrophic injuries and as long as they don't do a Joe Burrow on them. But I think honestly they look legit. This team looks really good. I think this team deserves the 8. I don't feel comfortable put that 9 yet because I'm like, if the Chiefs make it,
Okay, no, okay, sir, no, okay.
Stu,
Jeez, OP.
Stu, just stop.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we're done talking about the.
Who do we got next, Stu? Don't go there.
Yeah, well, yeah.
When we get to the
Well, here's one. The Chiefs are 1-2.
Very well could be 1-3.
The Bills have the Saints, Patriots, Falcons, Panthers up until week 8 when they play the Chiefs. Bills are going to be walking into – it's a home game for the Bills. Bills are going to be walking in that stadium at 7-0. And sir, I'm not going down that rabbit hole.
What?
The Chiefs got the Ravens to focus on this week, who are coming off of an ugly loss, and
Chiefs
there's a good chance your Chiefs Stu are starting 1-3 here. Okay.
Hey! I don't know. We'll see how it goes right there.
Then they got to play the Chiefs. Then have to play the Lions. Then they have to play the Bills, dude. The Chiefs are done, Stu. They're cooked.
Yeah. No, said the Chiefs might be 8-9 before the season. They might be 7-10. They might be 6-11.
8-9's looking good.
I'm just saying. There might be some open deed. And now we got a team that's probably screwed and never going to make a postseason at this point. The Cincinnati Bengals absolutely got curb stomped. Remember when I said that Jake Browning was better than Carson Wentz? I guess I was wrong.
Yeah.
I guess I was wrong indeed. This was an ugly football game.
So Stuart admits he's wrong about Jake Browning. How about you admit you're wrong about the Chiefs, Stuart? Come on.
Yes, dude.
I'm never counting them out.
Here's how deep your Philadelphia Eagles bias goes. Carson Wentz, in his prime, was an MVP caliber player that was elite and had the Eagles going to But then there's dude, this dude's such a bust, but he literally led the league in passing. He was amazing for a short span there before he got injured a bunch.
Yeah,
some washed up backup his whole career.
Yeah, but I still resent the people that said that Dak was a worse quarterback than Carson Wentz.
He was back in 2016.
Yeah,
not right now.
Yeah, but let's start with the Bengals. They are now 2-1, if I remember correctly. Yes, they are 2-1. They had an ugly loss. I have no hope. I think they're doomed. As once a younger Stu once said about myself, but I'm going to say it to the Bengals. This team is doomed, I say, of making a postseason. They're doomed.
So, Stuart, what did we each give the Bengals last week?
Yeah, yes, I should. Yes, we gave the Cincinnati Bengals. Let me go find the Bengals. I gave them a 5, and then Douglas and Chris gave them 6s.
Ooh, all right,
well,
Doug.
After that performance, they're still 2-1. But I don't know, man. I don't think the Vikings are all that. The Vikings are good, but I don't think the Vikings are that good. I got to give them a 5.
Yeah.
The good news is I think Burrow's going to come back at some point, right? He might come back.
He's going to be gone for 3 months, so it's going to be week 15, week 16.
Wait, if he can just 3 months.
If he can hang in there, and if he can get them, if Jake Browning can get them to 7-7, and then you get Burrow back, and then let him win the last 3 and make it into the playoffs, there's a path.
Yeah,
it's a very narrow path.
It's a narrow path.
They go to. I looked at the Lions schedule, so I'm just giving off Lions bias here. But they have to go to Detroit in 2 weeks. That's going to be really tough to go into with Jake Browning and that defense. That defense isn't stopping the Lions, and it's I don't know who they play next week, but
so the Lions play in Denver, home against the Lions, in Green Bay, home against the Steelers. So it might be a difficult road this upcoming. And if Burrow really have 3 months,
Broncos could 3 straight L's right now. The way
yeah, I'm contemplating. I gave him a 5. Should I give them the 3 just because I just don't feel?
No, not that much. Well, hey, sir, it's your own opinion.
I just don't feel as confident. I know that you might be like, oh my God, Stu's being crazy that he's going super low on the Bengals. But I'm yeah, Jake Browning, they lost. Joe Burrow's not going to be back until week 15, 16. 16? This team, they're not going to make a postseason. Okay, I'll put them at the 4 for right now, but I'm just not. I think this is a mid team. And I hate to say it, they're wasting Joe Burrow's career. This is ownership's fault for not having good O-line. This is totally the Bengals organization for screwing this. They are wasting his career right now. Could you imagine if Joe Burrow had a good offensive line? You put him on the Colts. You put him on the Ravens. You put him on the Bills. You put him on the Chiefs.
Got to put him on the Chiefs, of course.
I'm just saying.
I don't know, Stu. Maybe
All right,
put him on the Detroit Lions, perhaps?
Lions. Put him on the Lions. Put him on the Eagles.
I wouldn't take him over my boy Goff, though. That's our boy.
Yeah, but still.
Where's his injury? Ankle, wrist, arm, leg? Where is it?
It's a foot injury, and he's out for 3 months. And he has
a foot injury. They require surgery, especially because you're on your feet all day as a quarterback or any NFL player. Yeah, I like Doug's optimism. Like Jake Browning get him to 7-7 going into week 15 or the final 3 weeks of the season. And Burrow could beat the Dolphins, Cardinals, and Browns, make him 10-7. But unfortunately, Doug, I don't agree with that.
You're in that schedule. It's not looking good.
I mean, they have to play the Ravens twice before Burrow should be returning.
A loss.
They had to play the Steelers twice.
Double.
Lions, Packers, Bears. Oh my.
Browns, they could maybe split it.
Well, I mean, no, sure. They're not playing the Browns before Burrow gets back. They beat the Browns week 1, and then they play the Browns last week of the season. So Burrow will be back before they play the Browns.
That's going to be that game relevant. That's a good question, I should say.
So Bengals are probably going to finish the season 8-9. But right now, the way they're playing, 5-5.
Yeah.
I can imagine I'll probably drop into a 4 next week. But
could you imagine if the Browns won that week 1 game right now? How much differently we'd feel about?
Yeah, Browns be 2-1, Bengals be 1-2. Ooh,
yeah, it'd have a whole different energy too. I mean, the Browns would be talking about I don't know.
I feel validated in my picks when I gave him a 5 last week. I just feel like that. I was like, Jake Browning's out. Like I don't know.
We saw a good last quarter there from Browning, so we had optimism that he could have Jamar Chase and not mess it up.
Yeah, but I don't like that. And what are you going to do, indeed? And now we got the Minnesota Vikings. They curb stomped on them Bengals by 38 points in this game. It is crazy to think that they were only – there was 1 point that they were in the lead. Never in this whole game. They literally controlled this whole game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they're always in the lead. Yeah, you're right.
No JJ, no problem. So,
yes.
What did we give him last week, Stu?
So last week we gave the Minnesota Vikings. Actually, I will look it up real quick. Where are my Vikings? I gave them a 4, and then Douglas and Chris gave them 5s.
I'll go up to a 6. I mean, they seem like a playoff team to me still. They do. The defense might carry them. JJ clearly, they played awesome. Carson Wentz could be another Sam Darnold. Who knows? We'll see how long JJ's out for.
I feel like this team looking okay. I feel like this is more like a 5 team for right now. I don't know. I mean, Carson Wentz is still good. Don't get me wrong. Okay, I'll be nice.
Champion. Of course he's good.
Super Bowl. Well, he's in the bench, but let's be honest. Like I always say it, Nick Foles won a Super Bowl. Does that mean he's a Hall of Famer? No. But
Kenny Pickett won a Super Bowl.
Kenny Pickett won a Super Bowl. But can Carson Wentz get to that problem? I mean, granted, he was decently okay, but I don't know if they can still do it. Maybe I could see it, but I'm still like, you got to give me more results. You got to give me more dubs in this one. So I'm definitely more skeptical on the Vikings, so I got to give them the 5 right now.
And sorry to interrupt you, sir. How long is JJ McCarthy out for?
JJ might be out. Oh, that's a good question. How long?
2 months, 3 months?
Yeah, I can actually look that up. Let me check.
Do you know how many weeks McCarthy's out? Was it that serious of an injury?
JJ McCarthy injury. So how long is he out? So according to Yahoo Sports, I'm looking it up right here. So how long?
Real quick, here we go.
It is blah 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 blah. Injury timeline. The bye week. Okay, so they're noted. JJ could be eyeing a return against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Ooh, I hope not, because we'd have Carson Wentz against the Philadelphia Eagles. How cool would that be? So, I mean, is JJ McCarthy the answer? Is he better than Sam Darnold? Man. I know he's injured. He'll be out 2 or 3 weeks roughly, give or take.
Yeah, so he'll miss at least 4 games. The RR says it looks like 4 games right now.
All right, three games if he returns against the Eagles, but doesn't matter. Steelers, Browns, Eagles, next 3 games for the Vikings.
Yeah.
Man, it's so tough to judge because Jordan Mason, running back from the 49ers, who's pretty much now the starter or is the starter for the Vikings, has been looking real well. And sir, you said I gave him a 6 last week?
Yeah, you actually gave him 5 last week.
Oh, 5. All right, I'll keep him at a 5. I'm not going to raise them because they're currently playing like a team that should be a 6, but there's 2 other teams in the NFC North that could overcome the Vikings and make it to the playoffs currently. So yeah.
Yes, we got that one indeed. And now we got the New England Patriots, who lost this game and now are 2-1, 14-21 against. That's still crazy and also fun fact, first time Aaron Rodgers beat the Patriots in his whole NFL career at Patriot Stadium.
Wow.
That's a fun fact.
That actually is a really obscure fact. That's amazing.
That is a really obscure fact. So last week, they're 2-1. I don't feel confident in the Patriots. Last week I gave them a 3. Christopher, you're the only one that was optimistic, and you gave them a 4. Ooh. So I'll give them nice. They were close. I think they kind of fluky, kind of messed that up. I'm not really impressed. I feel like this team's just kind of mid for right now. Drake May is kind of okay. So for right now, I got to give him the 3 for right now.
And sir, you said I gave him a 4. I'll gladly keep them at a 4. Let me see the standings real quick. So the Patriots are right now 1-2, second place in the division. But Panthers, Bills, Saints, Titans, Browns, Falcons, they could easily be. I don't think they'll beat the Bills. But let's see, 1, 2, 3. They could easily be. As weird as it is to say, they could be a 6-3 team, or 5-3 team. But we'll see. But yeah, keep them at a 4 for me.
Yeah.
What did I give them last time? Did I give them a 4 as well?
3.
Yeah, I can't raise them after a loss. They'll stay at a 3. They're good. I like the progress I'm seeing. I do think Vrabel's a good coach. They're not quite there yet, but they're not far off.
I think I give them 1 or 2 more years, and then maybe get some more weapons and see how it goes. They're kind of in the rebuilding years. You know what I mean? I don't think this is going to be the outstanding Patriots, but I just kind of feel like it's on that sense. Mm-hmm. And now we got the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are now 2-1 right now. It is crazy to think Steelers are waving that terrible towel. Urinating turkeys probably happy because there's no days of our Steelers now talking about this team. So I'll start with myself. Last week, I gave the Pittsburgh Steelers a 4.
Ooh.
Yes, I gave him the 4, and Christopher and Douglas gave him 5s. I'll be a little bit nicer. I think I'll give him the 5 for right now. I think this team looks like it's in that middle. But I will be honest with you, and this is how I feel about the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is a team that I feel like is either going to go 9-8 and miss the playoffs, or they make the postseason and then they just get clobbered. They play against the Bills or the Ravens and they just get, and it's they lose by 20 or 15 points. It's not a good game. Those are the only 2 scenarios I can think of. The door number 1 or door number 2. This team ain't going to win a playoff game in the postseason.
Honestly, I like what you're saying, Stuart. I like what you're saying.
Yes.
But give the Steelers a 6. And I think I might have mentioned this on one of the previous podcasts, obviously. Who's their coach?
Mike Tomlin.
Who's
been the longest NFL coach, current NFL coach as of right now.
And he pretty much not always makes the playoffs, but he does make the playoffs from time to time. He's kept that team above 500 for X amount of years. And right now they're 2-1. They're sitting pretty. So I like what they're doing as long as Aaron Rodgers doesn't get hurt. Keep a 6. They'll make the playoffs.
I think they'll at least be in that bubble. They're in that bubble right now.
Chris, you just convinced me because then I was thinking about their division, and they're ahead of the Ravens. They're ahead of the Brownies. They're better currently than the Bengals. So by that logic, they're a potential division winner. So I would give them a 6.
Yes, but you definitely do agree they're not winning a postseason. They're not winning a postseason.
No, I mean they're one of those teams that they might just make it, but that doesn't mean they're going to.
Yeah, I hate to say it. I think they're kind of in that penguin in like hockey terms. I think you would agree they're in that Red Wings penguin spot where it's just like, yay, you're making the postseason. Aren't you excited? And then it's just like, eh? You know what I mean? And I would not be shocked. Like, what's going to happen next year when Aaron Rodgers is gone? Like, you don't know who's going to be, like, the next starter. They're just not going to get a veteran quarterback and just hope for the best?
They're going to get Dak Prescott, Stu.
How dare you? How dare you even
Dak Prescott finished his career with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
No!
I mean, the Steelers are becoming like not the Cleveland Browns, but their quarterback room is becoming like the Cleveland Browns. They play it year by year, see who their star is going to be, and then just go with the flow. It's kind of almost like the New York Giants as of recent, even though the Giants are moving from Russell Wilson to Jackson Dart, but we'll talk about them later. But it's just one of those teams where every year they don't know what their starting quarterback, who their starting quarterback is going to be.
And I hate to say it, I think they should have kept Justin Fields as a backup. I think they should have.
I mean, aren't the Jets 0-3?
Yeah, but they're going clone from the same. But that's more of the Jets organization. Are you telling me? I'm just saying. Just saying. It's just because they're a butt fumble. And now,
sir, butt fumble was Mark Sanchez. That was don't. All right.
I'm just saying. They're still a classic butt fumble. And speaking of teams that still suck, not surprised at the end of the year. 0-3. Tennessee Titans lost 20-41 at home, mind you. That game was ugly. So, gentlemen, we're going to start with you, Christopher. What is your thoughts about the Tennessee Titans being absolutely disappointing?
I mean, what did we all give the Titans like a 2 or probably like a 2 last week, right?
Oh, we all give them triple 2s, baby.
All right, I'll keep them at a triple. I'll keep them at a 2 for my. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like I think I said last week. Nothing clicking with Tennessee. Tony Pollard, he used to be with the Cowboys. He's still finding his groove. He's probably the best player on their team, Tony Pollard, the running back. Cam Ward just not finding it. So yeah, give me a 2.
All right, Douglas.
I mean, I'm trying to think of who's in that true number 1 pick category, and it's like probably the Giants and the Saints, and probably the Titans.
So, do you think are they worse than those teams? Are they worse?
That's the debate, and I don't know. I think they beat. I'll keep them at a 2 for right now. I think they're very fringe. They're borderline for me for sure. Like they could quickly slip to a 1 if things don't get better quickly.
I honestly think the Tennessee Titans could definitely be in that 1. I'm definitely. I think I'm keeping them at a 2 for now. But mark my words, I'm going to give the Titans a 1. I think the 1 is coming to the Tennessee, and I feel like nothing has really changed. And it sucks for Cam Ward to be on this dumpster fire of an organization. Like,
I mean, that's how you got started as a rookie quarterback. Typically.
Yeah, so not everybody gets to go into the Minnesota Vikings and get to start as a rookie.
Yeah, you get to start, and you got Justin Jefferson and all that stuff instead of just like
going to start with Tony Pollard and a bad defense.
Yeah, and a bad offensive line, and you're just playing and you're throwing with your life depends on it, and it's like, my God, what do you expect?
Well, hopefully they figure it out because they don't give quarterbacks very long in this league anymore.
It is not. I always say the NFL is not for long.
I know Doug mentioned 3 teams: Giants, Saints, Titans. Week 17 in Tennessee, the Saints play the Tennessee Titans.
Yes, baby.
Could that be the battle for the number 1 pick?
Yes,
next year, which is probably going to be what maybe not Archie Manning, but more than likely we'll see.
We'll see how it goes in that one.
Maybe next year, Stu.
Maybe. But now we got the Indianapolis Colts, where I feel like I just got to,
baby, let's go.
it is crazy to think that they're 3-0. Number one, how is, I think it might be the Giants organization that is bad. Maybe Daniel Jones was not.
I mentioned this last week. Not every player fits in with the organization. So, like I said, it might not be Daniel Jones. I mean, look at Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
The Giants, and they benched him.
Yeah.
We'll see if Jackson Dart could be the filler or the killer and not fit in well with the Giants. So maybe it's just the Giants organization as a whole not having the good quarterback coaching staff.
No, do you know what it is, guys? The Giants are tanking from Arch.
That's right.
They want another Manning to go win them 2 fluky Super Bowls.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, let's go. Just like Eli Manning. Let's go.
Let's go.
Do the Eli. But anyway, last week we all gave him triple sixes, the demonic sixes right now for everything. And I'm probably going to still give him the 6 for right now. I mean, the Colts look really good. And here's a fun fact. I was watching one of the YouTubes. The first time this game, this is week 3, that the punter actually punted a game.
Oh, because, yeah, I heard the Colts the first 2 weeks did not punt.
Yeah.
Amazing. So this is the first week he punted?
Yes.
I mean, that's how good the Colts are, but that's how bad the teams they play.
I got to give him a 7, man. Yeah, give me a 7. Like, this team's got something figured out, Stu. Like, they beat the Broncos. They took care of business. Like, they're a solid squad, man. Like, their defense has been good for a while. Jonathan Taylor's looking like a beast. Like, this is a potentially scary playoff team here.
I think next week when we do the podcast, on my screen, because I look at the standings, the scores, next week's matchups, I'm going to start pulling up, like, if the playoffs started now, what would the playoff picture look like?
Oh, yeah. I could definitely do that. And I can definitely put that.
I mean, I'll do that next week or whatnot. But, like, I like what Doug's saying. The Colts are one of 3 undefeated teams in the AFC.
Who would have thunk that if I told you the Colts would be the ones?
Daniel Jones is clicking. Jonathan Taylor. I know Jonathan Taylor, he had a down year last year, right? But he's starting to click again this year. He's looking prime Jonathan Taylor. Just like at the Wisconsin days. Ooh, can they win the first round, maybe the second round? Ooh. All right, let's go. Give me a 7. Let's go.
Oh, we got our first bump up. Let's go. The first bump up of the week. Let's go. Congratulations, Colts. Actually, that was actually my stock options. I got Colts stock. Baby, let's go.
Well, very humble of you to keep him at a 6, too. Good job.
Yes.
Maybe I should have kept him at 6. So Stuart's stock went.
Wait a second. I'm going to manipulate the stock market.
Yeah, right. I don't remember who I picked last year. I have it written down, but it's not in this room.
You can say I'm not biased because I did not put this Colts up because I thought it was.
Yeah, if anything, yeah, you're right.
I mean, I will say that I'm not biased on this one. And now we got the CJ Stroud of disappointment right now, where the Houston Texans. My God, what happened? Lost.
I put stock in them. That's what happened, Stu. That's what happened. I've had the worst go. Like, I don't know if I'm just being really not making good picks or what I'm doing out here in fantasy and this, but I was like, for sure they're going to figure it out. They got CJ Stroud. They got pieces, Stu. What's going on out here?
They don't got. They do not look good. So they don't got it. So last week, gentlemen,
the third best team in the division.
Yeah. Oh, they're the worst team in the division. They're it's them and the Texans. Then the Titans.
I was gonna say this is a team.
All right, guys, let's not jump too hard.
Oh,
the Texans, they played the Rams, the Buccaneers, and then the Jaguars. All great teams currently.
Yeah, that could easily be a 1-5 start.
And next week they play the Battle of the 0-3s because aren't the Texans 0-3?
Yeah.
Battle of the 0-3 is next week. Texans versus Titans in Houston.
And now, Douglas, you gave them a 4 last week. So what would you think you want to continue the Texans tradition?
Yeah, it's getting tough, Stu. I don't know. Like, there's just something that's off about this team this year. And, like, you can just, like, feel when a team's energy is off. And, like, for whatever reason, like, this team doesn't have confidence. I don't know what's going on down there, but it's like man, oh man, like they should have. They've been competitive to some extent. Like they should have probably beaten the Buccaneers last week. But it's like, man, oh man, like they had so many chances too. Like it felt like a game that they should have won, and they just did in the last 2 weeks. And now you're sitting there at 0-3, and you go into Baltimore after this, and then Seattle. It's like I'm gonna go with a 3, I think.
Yeah. So last week for me, I gave him a 5. I honestly feel like the Jaguars are not that great. And I just feel like
the Jaguar. Oh, the Jaguars.
Yeah, like them losing to that. They're really. Did
you guys see that they released their C.J. Gardner-Johnson, the guy that got
the safety?
Yeah, they traded a first-round pick to the Eagles for him, and then they released him after 3 games. Like that's how dysfunctional their locker room is right now.
Yeah, I think honestly, I'm dumping them down 2 points. You can't lose to the Jaguars. You can't be 0-3. I can't give you a 5 when you're like 0-3. That's not a good sign. And it's not like these have been close, but it's like CJ Stroud is not looking good right now. I mean, that's a good question. Gun to your head. Are the Texans going to make a postseason? No, not
right now. Because here's my point. I think this is the only 0-3 team that has lost all 3 of their games by 1 score or less. No, that's great. That's amazing. But a loss is a loss. They might win next week because it's a home game against the Tennessee Titans. But they play the Ravens, Seahawks, 49ers, Broncos. All teams that are definitely competing for the playoffs. I know playoffs shouldn't be in the vocabulary, only 3 weeks into the season. But I can easily see the Texans being 1 Titans, and then they lose the next 4, so they'd be 1-7. I can see the Texans being that. Oh, so what did I give them last week, Stu? A 4?
You gave them a 4.
Yeah, based on the way they're currently playing, I agree with you guys. Triple threes.
Triple threes indeed for the Texans. It's not looking good. We ain't getting no oil in Texas in the Texans country right there. They ain't no oil in there right there. And now we'll start with myself on the Jacksonville Jaguars, where last week they are now 2-1, and I gave them a 4, and Christopher and Douglas gave them 5s. I mean, they're 2-1. I'll give them credit. They're at least doing okay. I can't get mad at how the Jaguars have been. The Jaguars have been doing. They lost to the Bengals and they beat Carolina. I think I'm going to give them the 5 for right now. I don't think this team's making a postseason. It's just like, and their only wins are like an ugly like Panthers win, and you lost to the Bengals.
Panthers just beat the Falcons 30-0. So maybe that's a better win than we had previously.
Maybe just the Falcons actually are trash.
Yeah, but then now the Buccaneers bad because of that, because like the Buccaneers have been competitive. It's like, then it's a cascading effect. It's a
cascading effect in this one, indeed. So we'll start with you, Christopher. What is your thoughts about the Jacksonville Jaguars, who last week you gave them a 5?
5, all right. And I think I said the last 2 weeks that in the AFC South, right? Yeah, AFC South, it'd be the Colts and Jaguars. It's playing out right now. Colts 3-0, Jags 2-1. Who we got on the Jags schedule real quick? 49ers, Chiefs, Seahawks, Rams the next 4 weeks.
Ooh. Oh, God. That's a murder row right there.
Yeah, right.
That's a murderous row right there.
I was like, oh, man, give me the Jags 6. But I will put the Jags at a 6 because the way they're currently playing. They're putting things together. I mean, I know their schedule's tough in front of them. But if they keep doing things the right way, you can have 2 teams from the AFC South in the playoffs.
Well, what's Travis Hunter been up to? Has he been doing anything?
He's been doing good. He's been playing. I honestly think he could be Rookie of the Year.
Wait, really? No way. Seriously?
Say what's he doing? I haven't really
heard much about him. This guy.
Yeah, I honestly am going to say it. Like,
what you got any stats too? I gotta look this up.
All right, Trevor. Let's see.
Travis Hunter.
Where is this guy? Come on. All right, Travis Hunter receiving. Games played 3, receptions 10, 76 yards. So
everything I'm seeing says he should be on the bench in fantasy football.
Yeah, and then Travis Hunter defense, games played 6 tackles, 9 solo tackles, 3 assisted tackles, so total 9 tackles. No sacks, no fumble recoveries, no interceptions. He's not the rookie of the year. Sorry, Stu.
All right, fine.
He's mid.
He's that level casual in check, okay? Too casual.
I'm too casual, okay? I'm sorry.
I'm following versus line of logic, though, Stu, unfortunately. I'm leaning more 6 this year. I think their defense might be pretty solid. They probably should be 3-0. Like, they kind of let Jake Browning somehow beat them. But it's like this is a team that's going to be competitive. Like, if they can navigate the next 4 weeks, then, maybe Trevor Lawrence gets going. Maybe Travis Hunter figures it out. Who knows?
Who knows indeed in this one. And now we got the Atlanta Falcons, who increased the unemployment line in this country by firing one of their coordinators in week 3 and getting absolutely pummeled.
Offensive coordinator?
Yeah, I believe it was the offensive.
When you put up 0 points against the Panthers, it should be.
I think it was their wide receiver coach.
Oh, that's not bad. That's nothing crazy.
I'm just saying the wide receiver got fired. So I'm just saying, and indeed, right there. And they did lose. Let me get the 30-0. My God, didn't score any points. And we also have to say we have the departure right now. The last AAF player is now gone. Younghoe Koo is now released from the Falcons.
Wait, what did you say? The last what player?
AAF player that made it to the NFL. Younghoe Koo.
AAF. What is that?
The American Football League that lasted until week.
Wait, you mean the AFL, American Football League?
No. AAF was a football league that lasted until week 17, and then they folded before the season ended.
So the amateur American football, or what does AAF stand for? I've never heard of that.
Oh my God! Yeah, it was like 2019, and then basically it was like they did not they were mismanaged it badly. So
all right. So what did we put the Falcons at last week?
So
I was riding high on them.
You were riding high on them. You were like,
division, I dare say.
You were saying division, and I'm like, I'm just saying that they ain't division. No.
Well, up until this week, when I completely expected the Falcons to beat the Carolina Panthers. I'm not saying that Carolina Panthers are a walkover team, but when you see the Panthers on your schedule, whether Detroit Lions, Dallas Cowboys, Cleveland Browns, oh man, that should be a win. But then they get blanketed by 30 points.
30 points.
Michael Penix as well.
Like, I know I was riding high in the Falcons, and I thought it was going to be the Falcons between the Buccaneers and the Falcons. Hopefully the Falcons. But after that loss, no.
Yes. And we also give 555 to the Falcons.
No.
So we'll start with you, Douglas. What are you thinking about the Falcons?
I'm gonna go all the way down to the 3. Like, this was uninspiring. I don't really have many words. Like, you bench your quarterback. Like, something's not going right there. Like, my goodness.
Yeah, this might be the lowest score. You're 1-2 in a weak division, and you lost to the Panthers. I honestly think it's more the Falcons are not good. I honestly don't think Michael Penix is like. It sucks that he got benched after week 3. Like, this is not the answer. The Falcons are going to Falcon right now, and they have not been good.
Thank goodness they got a Kirk Cousins, and maybe we'll open it up.
He's not benched for next week. He'll be back next week, or is it Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, he's back. They only pulled him for the game.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, Stu. What did you say I gave the Falcons last week? Like a 5 or 5? Man, it's like after this kind of loss, it's so easy to go down to a 3. But I'll put them at a 4.
Oh man, the lowest stock.
No. They will more than likely go down to a 3. Commanders, Bills, 49ers are his next 3 games. And those teams are –
that's tough.
Yeah, seems like all the teams we're talking about, they have a tough schedule ahead of them.
Well, at least when they play the Commanders, it might be a backup. We'll see if it's Jaden Daniels or not.
We'll see how it goes in that one. But anyway, we got Carolina, who won a game. Congratulations, Carolina.
You know what's crazy about them too, Stu? Their last 6 quarters have been unbelievable. I don't think they've allowed a point their last 6 quarters. Like they almost made a ridiculous comeback against the Cardinals last week. I think when I stopped watching the game, they were down by like almost, it was or it was at least like 21 or so. And they came back to get it down to 5, and they had the ball late, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, Panthers did not give up any points last week's fourth quarter. So yeah, they haven't given up points in 5 quarters now. 5 quarters of shutout football. I mean, you put up 30. Like there's some momentum here. Like maybe it's just a slow start to the season, but like maybe that Bryce Young is still in there that we all kind of want to see.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. We all thought he was a bust, but he did good against the Falcons. But I feel like this is how bad the organization. But
he didn't throw 1 touchdown.
But I'll give him positives. Last week I gave him the 2. I'm gonna bump him up to the 3. I think this team, you got a good win. You beat a team, and maybe the Falcons are just crummy and this is garbage, and maybe the Panthers are not really that good. But you did curb stomp a team by 30 at home. So I got to give him credit for that. So,
you said we all gave him 2s last week, Stu?
Douglas is the only one that gave him a 3.
Let's go.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, give them I like what Doug said. It's going to stick with me the entire podcast. Saints, Giants, and what was the last ones, Doug? The bomb 3?
Oh, the Titans.
Oh, Titans. Saints, Giants, Titans. So the Panthers aren't in the bottom realm just yet. Oh, man. But I gave him a 3 last week. I can't do him down to a 2. So keep him at a 3. Like Bryce Young had a rushing touchdown, no passing touchdowns. They still won by 30, but nothing crazy.
I say you skunk a team in the NFL, you deserve to at least go up a spot.
Ooh,
yeah.
I'm going to go up to a 4. I mean, dude, it's so hard to shut out an NFL team. Like in college, sure, but like the Falcons are a team that we thought was a high-powered offense with one of the best running backs in the league. Drake London, Kyle Pitts, whatever. He hasn't done much, but like this is an offense that you expect to be explosive and competing for a division.
Yeah, but John Robinson, right?
And to shut him out 30-0, like this was a thorough whooping. It was a good game.
It was a whooping indeed in this one. And now we got the Rammies, who disappointed me because they had a 15-point lead.
I think more than that, Stu.
Doug, caw.
Yeah.
Fly, caw.
Why? Yes, you are.
I think it was at least 18 points.
They had
the first time Sean McVay lost a 3-possession lead in his career, Stu.
Yeah, and then apparently, I guess a blocked field goal ruined that thing for me.
Well, Stu, we all know you established last year with the Chiefs that a blocked field goal is the perfectly legitimate way to show that you dominated another team. So the Eagles clearly dominate the Rams in this one, okay? There's nothing you can say about it.
It's disappointing. Why do I have to give them positivity? But anyway, we'll start with the Rammies. Last week, we gave them 777s. I mean, this is a away game, but still, you should have won this game. So we'll start with you, Chris. What do you think about the Rams?
So another tough division, the NFC West. 49ers 3-0. All the other teams are 2-1. That's crazy. Let's see what we got. The Rams coming up here. Colts, 49ers, Ravens. Tough schedule again. But the Rams should have won that game. But like I mentioned earlier in the podcast, a loss is a loss. No matter who it's done by, no matter how it's done, loss is loss. Rams are 2-1. So, Stuart, you said we all gave them 7s?
We all gave them 777s.
Oh, man. The Rams are still a good team. Give me a 6 because they'll still more than likely make the playoffs. But from that division, who's going to make the playoffs? Who's going to be able to win a playoff game from that division? So, like we always say, time will tell.
You know, after seeing this week, oddly enough, I think they're the best team in the division right now. And so I'm going to stick with the 7. Like I know that the 49ers are, 3-0, but Nick or whatever Bosa they have just tore his ACL.
He's out.
Brock Purdy's still hurt. Like
to 5. I think till week 3 to week 5.
It's like as good as they've been and like they've been resilient, like I still think that the Rams, I mean, they had this game, they were up big. It's surprising to see this team choke away this lead and like not do anything, but it's also like I still think they're one of the 3 or 4 best teams in the NFC right now.
I mean, this is a close loss. I feel like the Rams can still make that postseason. I think they can still do it. It's just, I feel like these losses, it's just like, you should have won this game. And that block field goal, and you can maybe argue it's the block field goal, but to not score any points in the second half, that's bad.
Well, I mean, not just that too, but then you just gave up all those unanswered points, you know?
Yeah.
You just let them
26 unanswered points.
They had nothing figured out. And like then all of a sudden, you know, what happened?
Yeah, they blew this game. Honestly, I'll give them the 7 for right now, but this is definitely giving me some warning signs right now in the Rams. I think they still make the postseason because, like I said, I think Stafford's going to be good. I think they can beat the Rams. I think the Cardinals are still kind of mid. And the 49ers.
The Rams, Stu. They are the Rams.
I'm sorry, the Rams. I'm sorry. I think the Cardinals are still kind of mid. Seattle, maybe Sam Darnold might be good, but I'm still kind of like iffy on it. And the 49ers, you lost Bosa now. You're having a lot of injuries. This is giving me a lot of last season problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is giving me last season energy right now. And now we got the Eagles where I am so unhappy right now. I hate my life right now. I just why? Why do the Eagles still have to win games? I hate my life.
Because they're reigning Super Bowl champions, Stuart. They got to defend the crown.
Back to back.
I'm saying,
in the middle of the Philadelphia dynasty.
I need to take some antidepressants because these Philly fans.
Well, Stu, is it because of the Philly fans or is it because of how bad the Cowboys are?
Both, maybe.
Cowboy fans and Cowboys as a team. Philadelphia fans and Philadelphia as a team.
We'll start with you, Douglas, on the loving my misery right now. As
all right, so where did we all place the Eagles at last week?
we all give them 777s.
I mean, they can't go up for me, unfortunately. Like I'm gonna stick with the 7. Like, and Stu, here's my only problem though, because this is what you said for the Chiefs last year, and like, while it's ugly, they're still winning, and if they're still 3-0 and they look this bad, imagine once it clicks. And like that's what happened last year, is like it just kept clicking more and more. Like this is a team that knows how to win games. They won a Super Bowl last year. They're 3-0 this year. So like a 7 might even be foolish because they maybe should be an 8 because we're kind of writing off the defending Super Bowl champs a little bit, I feel like, but they just haven't quite looked great yet.
You might be shocked about this, Douglas. I think this team looks legit. I got to get my bias out of here. I'll give them the 8. Why do I lose this one? No, but they beat the Rams, and I think they look legit, and they're 3-0. They look good. I think they're going to make the NFC Championship. I hate my life right now. I really do. Why?
Sir, don't hate it so much because you said they'll make the NFC Championship game, not the Super Bowl. Don't hate it too much.
I know, but why? Why do I live in this world? Why can I not have nice things? Why do I have to live in a world where Eagles fans are happy? I don't want them to be happy.
Stu, guess what we get on Sunday, November 16th?
What is
we get the Lions in Philadelphia. What a game.
Will you
Philadelphia, let's
go to the Lions game in Philadelphia?
I mean, I would love to, Stu. I wish I would have went to the one last night, but we'll get there here soon.
I mean, and also, would you be terrified of your life if you wore your Lions gear at a Phillies game?
No, Stu. No, I would not.
Yes.
Sir, it's a spirit brotherly love, not brotherly hate.
They will brotherly throw beer bottles at you, and it's for love. I'm throwing beer bottles at you.
Have you ever been to Philadelphia for a game?
Here's the thing, okay?
Financial Field?
They would respect the D, Stu. You know, they don't respect Dallas.
They'll respect the winner and the loser, whichever one you are.
Hey, they'll probably be bitching about you. But anyway, Christopher, what are you going to give the Eagles?
Sir, I like what you're saying. 8.
So,
but I like what I'm saying because like the Eagles are proving it. They beat the Chiefs. Whatever. I mean, the Chiefs. You know, Chiefs might be on a downhill spiral here, but we'll see. But I love what's this upcoming Sunday. I mentioned our group text, battle of the 3-0s, 3-0 Philadelphia Eagles going into Tampa Bay to play the 3-0 Buccaneers. So that'd be a true testament. Because, like, I'm looking at the NFC.
What a treat.
Besides the Buccaneers, I'm not sure if there's any other team that could potentially play up to the Eagles' skill level right now.
Yeah, that might be a fun one indeed. This is actually honestly a fun week right over here. So we'll see this one indeed. And now we got the New York Jets, who is doing the opposite of what the Eagles are and still keep sucking in close games. Even with a blocked field goal, you still can't do anything. Losing 27-29. The Jets are now 0-3, and they still suck. So we're going to start with you, Christopher.
What did we give him last week? Probably a 2 or a 3.
Oh my goodness. I gave him, I think I still kept, I got the 1. Christopher was the 2, and Douglas was a 3.
Well, I can't go lower than a 2 because there's only one team, in my opinion, that's a 1. So keep him at 2.
But to be fair, could they get the number 2 overall pick?
Right now, I think if the Jets play the Titans or the Giants,
or the
I think that between those 3 teams, Jets, Titans, Giants, I think the Giants are on the bottom of those 3 teams. So Giants would get the number 2 pick. So keep me at a 2, short and simple. All
right, Douglas, please give them a 2. This team does not deserve a 3.
No, I could make a case for it. So I'm not going to lie. They should have won. They should be 2-1. It's been rough. They have a finishing problem. I don't think they have the worst roster. I think right now they're just a rookie head coach.
They might have the worst coaching and ownership right now.
Well, I'm not going to disrespect my boy Aaron Glenn, Stu. It's only his 3rd game in the NFL, so.
Okay.
Respectfully disagree, Stu. Respectfully.
Okay, maybe it's not Aaron Glenn's fault, but
you just said it was coaching, Stu.
It's like
stay with your chest, Stu. It's okay.
Okay. I'll just say it was not Aaron Glenn's fault. Fine. I apologize to Aaron Glenn. It is not his fault, but he did not come here and it was a smooth sailing. Let's be honest.
So I do respect the way they booted Aaron Rodgers because that was needed, even though Aaron Rodgers is looking good again. But man, oh man, this team, every week we're God, if they could just would have made one more play, would be bumping them up, and then they don't make that one play. And so it's just a team that's fallen short, and I will give them a 2, Stu, to wrap this up.
Yes. And you know what I'm going to give the Jets? They're still a 1 in my opinion. This is the Jets butt fumble Jets. We should just call them that. They are still a butt fumble. Buttception, butt fumble, 99-yarders, touchdowns. I think it's just the organization that suck. I don't think it's Justin Fields' fault. This is the organization. They have not done it. I'm sorry, I'll even put Fireman Ed as a colossal butt fumble. They are butt fumbles across butt fumbles across butt fumbles. They are a blight to New York and New Jersey market right now, is the New York Jets. You even your silence, Douglas, you even agree with that.
I said well said. Sorry, I was muted. Well said.
Yes. Anyway, we got the Buccaneers now 3. Can you believe it? They're now 3-0 right now. Only team that's 3-0 in the division right now in the NFC South.
Right.
Last week we gave the Buccaneers. It's a close game. Granted, I should have probably won this game a little bit decisively, but against the Jets. But I'll give them credit. So last week we gave them a 7 right now. I'm going to keep it at the 7 right now. You're still getting close, but you are giving me a little bit of warning signs right now, Buccaneers. You should have been a little bit more decisive in this game against the Jets. I think this Jets team is trash. So it's kind of crazy because it's I think the last 3 games they've been close. It's been a lot of close games. They have not blown out a lot of teams. If I remember correctly, they have not done any Houston by 1 and the Falcons by 3. It's been a lot.
True. I agree with you. Keep them at a 7 because what I said, I think I said Houston's 0-3 and they lost all 3 games by one possession. Where here's the flip side: the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 3-0, and they've all won all 3 games by 1 possession. Yeah, by 3, by 1, by 2. So they're 3-0. They beat the Falcons, Texans, Jets. We've been talking about those teams. Those teams aren't the most prosperous of teams.
No, yes.
They play at home against the Eagles, both 3-0. That's going to be a good game. Seahawks, 49ers, Lions. So Buccaneers, they can easily go from 3-0 to 3-4, from heroes to zeros. Because, like I said, those first 3 games might have been easy wins. So, well, not easy wins if they only win by 1 possession, but easier teams that they easily could have beat. So, yeah, keep me at a 7 for sure.
Yeah, man, I think y'all nailed it. I mean, 7's fair. Like, they're not on the same level as the Eagles to me, or like the Packers, but that was a nice game.
Also, it's kind of funny. Apparently, this was a revenge game for Baker Mayfield because I think one of the coordinators for the Jets used to be a coordinator for the Panthers and the Carolina Panthers. And I guess that coordinator cut Baker Mayfield in Carolina. And so he's like, I want a revenge of that game.
Yeah, good point. Bring up Baker Mayfield real quick. Like, this game against the Eagles will show him, or show us, the viewers, if he's truly elite. Because right now, Baker Mayfield, he's been going off the last 2 or 3 seasons with the Buccaneers.
I think he has the most touchdown passes in the league, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So this will be a true testament. I love this matchup on Sunday.
And I will say it. You still miss him?
Ooh, Stuart. Yeah. Honestly, you caught me in a bad mood the other day when you texted me about, do I miss him? I'm in a way better mood today because every time I do the podcast with you guys, I'm always in a good mood. Of course, Stuart, I miss him completely. But like we did mention earlier on the podcast, not every quarterback works with the system that the team has.
So sorry, Chris, that this isn't good news for you, but I have good news for Stuart. Okay, because I know that you really miss Micah Parsons. So coming to a backfield near you soon, Stu, Micah Parsons sacking Dak Prescott.
I hated this.
For you all over AT&T Stadium. You guys can be like, wow, what we could have had.
What we could have had indeed, and why do I have to deal with this? Anyway, we got to talk about the other team. The Raiders losing badly to a backup quarterback. And Marcus Mariota, 41-24. Did not know that man was still in the league right now. So we'll start with you, Douglas. What is your thoughts on Raiders?
I think we hit on it pretty big last week where we all would have preferred Sam Darnold over Geno Smith. And, like, did Geno not play in this game, though? Is that what you were saying? It was Mariota that started this game?
No, I believe Mariota.
He's the backup for the Commanders.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. Because Mariota was in Las Vegas for a while.
He was, yeah.
I mean, yeah, like they lost pretty badly to a team with a backup quarterback that dropped 41 points on them. I mean, Brock Bowers is just killing my fantasy team. Like, come on, dude. Like, where's your all-pro? Like, unbelievable. Like, I could not have been any worse at fantasy football if I tried this year. And, like, I thought this dude was a surefire, like, almost first-round pick, and here he is, like, catching 2 balls a game, being outpaced by David Njoku and company. So, like, that's the end of that rant. This team, though, Geno Smith, man, what in the world? What are we doing? Also, Genty. I have him in my other league. I lost to a guy that didn't even play a quarterback this week. Yeah, Joe Burrow.
Hey, what's wrong with Geno Smith, dude? He put up 3 touchdowns, almost 300 passing yards.
Yeah, all to trade Turner, and they still lost by 17. He's not throwing it to my guys, Chris. That's what's wrong with Geno Smith. Don't throw it. Throw it to Jacoby Myers. Give it, it's like kind of feels like the Falcons, where it's like, you have all these weapons, then you're throwing it to like the distraction. Like, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, no.
All I'm saying is Geno's not bad, but I would prefer Sam Darnold. That's what I'm saying. For this team,
give him 4 last week.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give him a 3. Like, they should have been more competitive against a backup quarterback. It's like you weren't even playing Jaden Daniels and he got blown out. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's a good question because I gave him a 3 last week, but I'm like, they did not look good against a Marcus Mariota. They made Marcus Mariota look like this is prime Mark. They made him look like Oregon Ducks Marcus Mariota, not even like NFL quarterback Marcus Mariota. Like, it is not. And Geno is not looking good. I honestly I'm giving them the 2. I just don't think this team looks good. They're not looking good. I honestly think they at least won a game, but I'm like, I could see him like 2-5, and then they're just like in a bad spot, or Geno's going to be a backup somewhere. That's my prediction. I think backup is coming to a future new year for you, Geno Smith.
Sir, what did I give them this past week? A 4? Yeah, drop them to a 3. I'm not going to do it a 2 because there's hope in the Raiders. Geno Smith, like I said, great game. I know Doug wasn't happy about who he was passing it to, but 3 touchdowns, 11 yards shy of 300 yards. Ashton Genty should be the rookie. Should be the rookie of the year. He probably won't be, just the way he's performing. But yeah, Genty needs to step up a little bit more for the Raiders. They have a semi-decent schedule coming up, but right now, the way the AFC West is panning out, there might be only one team from that division making the playoffs, and it's not the Raiders.
Oh, it's definitely not the Raiders. The Raiders are not going to like. I honestly,
it's not the freaking Chiefs either, Stuart.
How dare you? It's going to be the Chiefs.
And I did not swear. I said freaking, not the other.
Yeah,
I'm watching my language today.
You freaking need to watch your language. Anyway, we'll start with myself about this is crazy. So I know Jaden Daniels was in concussion protocol, so that's why he was out for this week. So
he's fine.
Yeah. So he'll be back next week. But hey, Marcus Mariota, you had a great game. I swear to you, I feel like I've never seen a great NFL game for Marcus Mariota. I feel like. I mean, it's been like a decade.
What, Marcus Mariota? He played for the Tennessee Titans at one point.
Yeah, and they sucked.
The Raiders at one point
sucked.
I mean, he's just that one quarterback that jumps around from team to team. And here we go. He had a great game. If he has to be a quarterback for another game for the Commanders, maybe he won't be at that skill set or at that level again. Because, like I said, he's just that one quarterback that goes from team to team, has one great game, and then just kind of like flakes out. Yeah,
well, I mean, granted, they are now 2-1. So where are we going to put the Commanders? I'm going to keep them the 7 for right now. We all gave them 7s last week. I still feel like this is the 17, but I'm still kind of like, can they beat the Lions? No. I honestly don't think they can beat the Lions right now, and I don't think they can beat the Eagles right now.
Well, they get a chance. The Lions are coming to town in like 3 weeks.
Woo! Commanders!
For the Commanders? Yeah, that's November 9th.
Yeah, the Lions go to Kansas City, Washington, and Philadelphia. 3 of the 4 teams in the respective AFC and NFC championship game in the next month or so.
So whether Marcus Mariota is still a starting quarterback or Jane Daniels comes back, concussion protocol, give me a 7 for the Commanders. Falcons, Chargers, Bears, Cowboys. They should be 3-4 in their 3-1 in their next 4 games. So that means they should be 5-2, maybe 6-1. So yeah, keep them at 7.
You know that there's going to be some bias here. After seeing the way that the Lions were finally able to contain a running quarterback, I do think that we'd have a good chance in a game against the Commanders, but time will tell because we still have to play the games and see how that all plays out.
Have your core players get injured?
Well, that's the big thing, Stu. Like right now, Jaden Daniels is hurt. Right now, Stu, CeeDee Lamb is hurt. Good luck with that. Talking my injuries. We'll watch CD go on IR. Anyways, so the Commanders, I'm going to keep them at a 7. It was a nice win. I mean, and when Jaden Daniels comes back, this team has a good chance to make a run.
Yes, I do think they do have a run indeed, and I definitely do think the Commanders definitely look like the same Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels has not had a freshman sophomore slump so far.
I mean, he didn't play great against the Packers.
But
he played 1 game still.
Against the Packers, Packers look good. I mean, it's the Browns, but we won't talk about
sophomore slump. The dude had a banger game.
Oh, we're starting about the Packers.
You're winning Rookie of the Year.
Like what the? Can you explain to me, Douglas and Chris, what happened? Can you explain to me how did the Packers at one point were 10-0 lose this game?
So here's my theory, okay? This is a biased theory. They let it get to their head. They thought that they were hot cheese. They're not hot cheese yet. You beat 2 good teams at home, but you have to actually go on the road and do it. And like you're good. You're a good team. But Cleveland's defense is legit. Like legit one of the best defenses in the league. And like honestly, Jordan Love still, he's still kind of getting comfortable. That's my theory here. It's like you have to go on the road. You have to actually go so. And Cleveland shows up, man. It's a hard stadium to play in.
Anyway, Christopher, you gave him a 7 last week on the Packers.
All right, sir. Answer your question like Doug was answering your question. Easy words. Cleveland Browns defense. 3 words for the victory. We all gave him a 7.
No, actually, you gave him a 7. Douglas gave him an 8, and I gave him a 9.
Whoa! You had the Packers making the Super Bowl, Stu?
Yeah.
Oh man!
Week, I'm gonna give him a 9. Spoiler alert!
Wow. I mean, the Packers, they still have a great defense. It might not. I mean, it's not hard to hold the Browns to under 20 points, and they hold them to 13. But the Browns have a better defense than the Packers. Browns have the top 2 defense in the league, right behind the Chargers with Jim Harbaugh. I gave him a 7 last week. Yeah, keep me at a 7. Just because I like what they're doing. This might have given a fluke game real quick. This was a fluke game. So, yeah, next week.
I was here for it. I enjoyed the fluke. And I hope there's
another football against the Packers. Let's go.
So I will say I'm rooting for your Cowboys this week. Just there's my good news for you. I'm hoping that the Packers
revenge game.
Get some revenge, Stu. I hope that you guys figure it out because it'd be hilarious to see. But I mean, they're still a 7. They're still one of the better teams in the NFC. I mean, it was definitely a dud, and I hope that it doesn't turn into like a motivational type of game for them. I hope that's just like a sign of bad stuff to come for them.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that this is more like a weird, like, you had a block kicked. They should have won this game. They probably, if it wasn't for the block kick.
And the Broncos could be 3-0.
Yeah, and also the interception that was close to a pick 6. That was bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to bump them down because you did lose to a crummy Browns team. Even if it's at home, I think I got to give them the 7 for right now. I definitely do feel like that this could be like I'm hoping that the Packers can like bounce back and do a lot more better. But this is definitely a warning sign. This is definitely one of those like this loss where it's like you got to recover after that last loss. I'm thinking like the Chiefs a couple years ago when they won that Super Bowl.
Oh, sure, you gave them a 7? You scooted from a 9 to a 7?
Yes.
Do you know what I'm excited for this Cowboys game? It's either the Cowboys get to be 1-3 or the Packers are 2-2. Like what a great scenario. Like either one's a win. Like either one's hilarious for a different reason.
Really?
No, it's not a win for Lions.
It's not a win for me. It's not a win-win for me. It is misery.
If you guys win, it's a win. How is it not a win for you? If you win,
it's going to be a win for me. I want that to be
a win-win for you, Stu. It's just you win the game, you win. There's a win for you.
I don't want. Why do I have to live in misery right now?
You don't beat the Packers,
or stop being a Cowboys fan if you want to stop living in misery.
I can't
jump onto the Jim Harbaugh and Chargers bandwagon, Stu. They're looking for fans.
It's like Lady Gaga said. I was born this way to be a Cowboy.
Migrate over there, Stu. It's just migrate over there. You guys can go fill up SoFi Stadium or wherever they play.
Yes, but anyway.
Honestly, after the Packers lost the Browns, they should win their next 3 games, go 5-1. Let's go.
Yes, and now we got to talk about your Brownies, Christopher. Brownies got a defense, and that defense helped you win this game. Let's be honest. The power of the defense.
What did we give him last week? A 2? We all gave him a 2 or something like that?
No, actually, Christopher, me and Douglas gave him a 2. You gave him the colossal 1.
Oh, let's go. So I can jump up because they beat the Packers because their defense, not because their offense. In all fairness.
I mean, yeah, Joe Flacco didn't do
all right, so in all fairness, you need offense to drive down the field to kick a game-winning field goal. Our defense got the interception, drove down to the 3-yard lane, and were able to set up for the game-winning field goal. Yeah, sure, you hit the nail on the head. It's our defense. But we're talking about like NFL football is about a team victory.
Team.
So if it was just defense, Browns would be 3-0 right now. No, it's the offense. So I gave the Browns a 1 last week. All right, let's go to a 2. I mean, I should bump up to a 3 because I said bottom three are Giants, Titans, Saints. So I'm comfortable with the 2 right now. I'm not going to go too crazy because we play the Lions next week in Detroit.
I'll show more optimism for your boys, though. I mean, I'll give them a 3. Like, you know, when you have this good of a defense, there's a lot of ways to win an NFL game. The Cowboys decide not to play defense and only play offense.
Why do you have to hurt me?
The Browns decide to only play defense and forget offense. Just combine them and make the Cleveland Cowboys. That'd be one heck of a team, Stu.
Why?
Replace Micah Parsons with Myles Garrett. Maybe get Stu.
Why do I have to deal with this? Why?
If you put that team together, Stu, that'd be like one Philadelphia Eagles.
I don't. I'm giving them the 3, but I have misery inside. I'm in pain. I need a call. Let me call 911 because I'm wanning. I need the ambulance right now. Give me help.
I'm gonna keep hitting first, Stu.
I need some sports therapy right now. I need to talk to my therapist.
Me too. After watching the Tigers in this game today, I'm pretty disgusted, Stu. So I feel your misery.
Yes.
At least you have the Ohio State Buckeyes. I have my Detroit Lions and Michigan Wolverines to keep me some company.
Though that game was really close against Nebraska. Just saying that was
it was a roller coaster, but Michigan was in control the whole game, Stu. We were like most of the game. Like they scored late. Like they could have it a little closer because we took care of business. They needed a Hail Mary, Stu. They can make it look closer than it was. That's okay.
That's okay indeed. And now we got Broncos country. Let's block.
I like that, Stu. I like that.
Because they lost to the Chargers 20-23, and a blocked field goal cost them a loss. So
they should have had this game, Stu. They should have had this game, but Jim Harbaugh and co sneak out of there with a victory. And the jaws of defeat.
It is crazy to think the Broncos. So last week we gave the Denver Broncos a 6. I guess we'll start with you, Douglas. What do you think about the Broncos country? Let's hopefully not get field goals blocked.
So when they were talking about the Baltimore Ravens last night, they were saying how the roster is good, but ultimately you're playing teams that as a playoff team you would need to beat. And you lost to the Chargers, you lost to the Colts. Those are 2 great chances to make a statement, and you failed. So I mean, that's not playoff material, so I'll give them a 5.
Yeah.
How much potential is there? The point is you lost 2 close games to other potential 3-0 playoff teams.
I mean, I could think of a couple years ago where there was another team, the Chargers, 2 years ago, the year before Harbaugh, where they lost a lot of close games. It was less than 5 points. But we ended up giving them 2s because losses are losses. You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
That's right. A loss is a loss. A win is a win.
Yeah. And I feel like if you're not, you shouldn't. I hate to say it. They could say the block field goal. It's like the same thing with like bad calls. This is my 2 options. You should have never, if you're a Broncos fan and a Broncos player, you should never have this game so close that you could lose this game by a blocked field goal. Same thing with a bad call. You should never. You should be
the number 1 defense in the league.
Yes. So that's why I'm going to bump them down to the 5 right now. I definitely do feel like there's some warning signs in the Broncos. I mean, you're 2-1 right now. You're 1-2. And then who they got to play against next week, if I'm trying to remember correctly?
They play against the Bengals, Eagles, and the Jets. So
they could bounce back.
But 2 of those 3 teams are pretty difficult.
Yeah, but I'm if I put a gun in my head, I don't think the Broncos are going to make a postseason.
I mean, they need some bounces to go different for sure.
Yeah. I'm definitely thinking we might be having some eulogies coming soon in January of theater New Year for the Broncos. And now we'll start with you, Christopher. You gave them a 6. Also, what do you think about the Broncos country?
Honestly, I don't like their. Like I said, we talked about their next 3 games, and like you guys mentioned, tough games against the Colts, Chargers. Those would have been 2 games that are like really define their team. So give me to a 5. I know Bo Nix, let's ride. Or what have you, Broncos country, but based on their last 2 games, it
is not looking good on this one. And now we got the Chargers, who are charging their way It is crazy to think that the Chargers. I know you believed in them, Douglas, but did you think that they were going to go 3-0?
Kind of, yeah. I told you to beat the Chiefs in week 1.
Okay, maybe the one thing that was surprising is that the Colts were 3-0. Just
The Colts was a surprise. The Chargers to me is not a surprise. Like, Jim Harbaugh shaped this team to be what he wants them to be. Like, they play elite physical defense. Granted, Najee Harris is now out for the season, which is a big blow. They also have Amari on Hampton, so they're
I was gonna say Najee was not their starter, but yeah,
I'll say he wasn't the guy.
Like he was in the backup.
Yeah, so they're doing all right there. They still got Ladd McConkey. They got Keenan Allen making plays. Like Justin Herbert looks like he's maybe turned a corner. He's kind of learned how to win games instead of feel like he had to play superhero ball and like just win the game. Now he's got a team around him, Stu.
Yeah, he does have a team around him, and I'm going to be impressed. Last week, we all gave him 777s.
I mean, this might be dramatic, but I'm going to give them the 8, Stu. I'm going to give them the 8. I think that they truly are one of the best 2 teams in the AFC at this moment if the season was to end right now.
I think they're honestly a 7 right now. I mean, I'm not hating it, but like I said, I think it would be interesting. Can they beat? I think they could beat the Ravens, though. Damn, I'm okay. You're actually winning in this argument, Douglas. God darn it! I gotta give
I planted the seed deep inside your mind, Stu.
You accepted my mind. How dare you, Douglas?
Stu, they figured out a way to steal signs. They're going to be great.
Yeah, yeah. They're going to bring that Michigan player, the Michigan fan stealer.
They got a scheme there, Stu. And when they got a scheme, they go undefeated. Okay.
But anyway, Christopher,
we all gave him 7s last week. I am going to give him 8 as well. Here's the reason. I gave the Bills an 8 because these are 2 teams that should be head of the AFC, which they currently are. I mean, I like their upcoming schedule: Giants, Commanders, Dolphins, Colts, Vikings, Titans again, and then Steelers possibly. So they could be going 8-0, 7-0. And I like what they have. They have Omari Hampton, the rookie, Ladd McConkey, the second year. Keenan Allen came back to the team, who's always been a star-studded wide receiver, and Herbert's finding that out. So Chargers doing it right. Harbaugh, as much as I don't like to say it, let's go Harbaugh on the Chargers.
Harbaugh you trust? That's what you say, Douglas.
Well, no, Doug might say that, not me.
And Harbaugh, the Baltimore Harbaughs, they shouldn't be trusting that Harbaugh as much.
Yeah, that's a Harbaugh that's like the little brother Harbaugh right now.
Maybe we'll get a Ravens Chargers, AFC championship though. We'll get another Harbaugh.
Yeah, but I hate to say it. I think the Chargers win.
That was Arizona versus Baltimore.
Yeah,
Super Bowl like 10, 12 years ago, right?
Yes, and now
Harbaugh.
One, Stu.
One.
Easy. Let's all quick and easy here. One's across the board.
Yeah, take your number 1 pick.
Let's not even talk about it. One's across.
Take Arch Manning.
One.
The ones,
and we're talking about one.
We literally were like the Saints. Shame.
That's how it should be. When teams are not worth, they're worth more millions of dollars than I am, but we can't even talk about them.
Like, it is crazy to think that they're now 0-3. Not surprised, but like they're gonna win the game. That's a good question. We should ask it. Are the Saints going to the ultimate of suck? 0-17. Are they going to Browns level?
No.
Yeah, nah. They'll probably win 1 game, or 2. I don't even know. Well, they
probably play the Cowboys at some point, Stu. They'll win a game.
They do not play the Cowboys.
Dang it.
But they play the Giants. Easy wins. I'm going to name them real quick. Giants, potentially. Panthers should be somewhat of an easy win.
God. Tank balls? Double tank balls?
Sir, they play the Dolphins.
Triple tank balls for the Saints.
They play the Jets and they play the Titans. So,
oh my God!
Saints should get a few wins. Patriots and the Bears.
Oh my God! You know what? You gotta watch out. I think New Orleans might need some National Guards because they're bringing out the tanks because they're tanking, baby.
Ooh, tanking for Archie Manning or the or whatever.
Right. We got to talk about the real victors right over here, and not these chumps like the Saints. We got the Seahawks, who decisively won this game, 44-13, 31 points. They made Sam Darnold look like he's Viking Sam Darnold right now. So we're gonna start with actually, we'll start with me. Where last week I gave the Seattle Seahawks 5s.
Ooh.
And I'm going to keep them at the 5 right now. I'm just like, I think this is more the Saints suck. I don't think this is like, come on. I mean, there's some teams that's like, you know what? Good for you. You decisively won this game. Hey, Colts, good for you. I'm happy that you won this game. Seahawks, you're playing against a high school team, maybe a AA Division II team at this point.
Yeah, I mean, good for Jackson Smith-Njigba, product of the Ohio State University. He's doing well. Chris Olave and the Saints not doing well. Garrett Wilson with the Jets not doing well. So it's great to see a Buckeye product, wide receiver, doing pretty well.
And I should say, Christopher, both you and Douglas gave him 5s.
Oh, thank you, Stuart. I said earlier, this NFC West is a tough division. It's got the Saints. Keep them at a 5. You beat the Saints.
Yeah, come on. You beat the Saints. You beat the Saints. I
mentioned earlier against whatever team I mentioned, like the Panthers. If you have the Saints on your schedule, that should be a win.
So here's where I'm going to disagree with you, gentlemen.
Ooh, let's go.
They won in Pittsburgh last week, a 2-1 team.
Oh yeah, 14
and
points.
They destroyed the team that they should destroy. That's what good teams do. They win tough games on the road against playoff teams. They destroy the teams that they should destroy. Like, if we're going to fault teams for not winning by enough, why are we not giving them credit for actually dominating like they're supposed to?
Oh, very nice.
Because it's the Saints.
I mean, it's true, but like some of these other teams are also playing cupcakes. And
they won by 31. What do you expect them to win by, 50?
I'll say they won by 33 points. It was an absolute beatdown.
They should have
the Saints do, but to beat anybody in the NFL by that many points, you got to be doing something right. So
do you expect the Saints to walk off the field, Stu? Like, I just give up? I actually agree with Doug. That's well said.
All right, you're switching to 6?
No, sir. Keep me at a 5. I'm not going back on my words.
Yeah.
All right, you're still keeping it in the 6, Douglas? You're going 6?
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, they look good. I mean, this division is going to be wild, but like I think they play the Cardinals in a huge Thursday night game, so that'll be.
That's going to be an interesting one. I'm definitely intrigued in that. That's going to be an interesting one that game.
And that's the only reason I keep them at a 5 because, like I said earlier, this division, the NFC West. We mentioned preseason that the AFC North and the NFC North might be the two toughest divisions.
I think
I might flip that over to the NFC North and the NFC West. So
I think
Seahawks have a tough division.
I mean, I'm looking at their spot. I think everyone else is 2-1, 1-2.
49ers are 3-0. All the other teams are 2-1.
Yeah, it's crazy. Everyone has a winning record in that division. That is ridiculous.
The only division in the NFL that every team has a winning record. I know, Grant, it's only week 3, but
I'll say the NFC North's only a Chicago Bears away from, we've had more division games so far.
Yeah, we'll see in that one, indeed. Mm. And now we got the Arizona Cardinals losing the game in another defensive stop, I should say. Not a blocked field goal, but it was actually a defensive stop. 15-16. So I'm going to start with you, Christopher. Last week you gave the Cardinals, we all gave them 5. Actually, Douglas gave them a 6, but you gave them a 5 and I gave them a 5.
Yeah, I mean, if I gave the Seahawks a 5, I think the Seahawks are a better team than the Cardinals. Like I said, this NFC West is a tough division. You said I gave the Cardinals a 5 last week.
Yeah,
keep them at a 5. And you said it was a blocked kick or a defensive stop.
It was the defense that stopped them at the end. They basically just stopped them. It was not blocked kicked, but it was defense try to throw a pass yard, boom, 4th down, stopped it.
Oh, and then the 49ers kicked the game-winning field goal. All right. Yeah, tough division. Like you said, I gave them a 6 last week. Yeah, 5.
All right, Douglas.
Yeah, this one's a touch tricky for me, if I'm being honest, because I'm I I can't give the whole NFC West though playoff grades. The Seahawks won. I think honestly I think the Cardinals are going to beat the Seahawks though on Thursday night. I think it's in Arizona, but I can't prove that until I see the game. So I'm going to give the Cardinals a 5 for the moment with aspirations of a 6 with a win on Thursday night.
Plus, let's not forget. Sorry to interrupt you, Stu. I know it's your turn. James Conner, running back,
out for the season.
Oh yeah, for the that's not good.
So they have Trey Benson. Where did Trey Benson? He sounds familiar. I don't know, but yeah, the Thursday night game, like Doug said, it's in Arizona, but Arizona, few bandages and bruises here and there. So this will be a tough decision, or definitely a division decider on Thursday night.
Yeah, I feel like the Cardinals, they at least got close to the 49ers, but granted, they couldn't get that. They couldn't get that at the end, and they tried, and also the safety. Let's be honest, the defense is the true winners of this game for the 49ers. I'll give them the 5 for right now. It wasn't like a bad loss. They didn't get blown out. They're still 2-1. They're still fighting for that division spot. So it's not like it's like over for them or like this is like the Panther level. Kyler Murray at least has impressed me a little bit. I mean,
who's impressed pretty much no one? Mr. Marvin Harrison.
Yes.
Junior.
Yeah, he certainly hasn't impressed my fantasy team once again.
Maybe there's another, what I said earlier about Ohio State being wide receiver university. They're giving all these great wide receivers to the NFL, but Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison, not really showing up. But Ohio State still has a bunch of other wide receivers that are showing up. And Muka
Sorry.
Yeah, how do you say his name? And Muka Buka.
And Nico Abuka? Yeah, and Nico Abuka. Sorry, I feel like I'm like the AA Ron sketch.
Egbuka.
Yeah, and Key and Peele like AA Ron. So why are you telling my name wrong? It's like no.
Jaquelin. All right, here we go.
Puka Nakua at least got this one. And now the 49ers, who are 3-0 with Mac Jones.
Macaroni Jones, dude.
Macaroni Jones, indeed. Help this team, but also the defense. I'll probably say the MVP of this game was not the offense; it was the defense that just stopped them with the safety and the field goal. So we're going to.
I think they got hit with a safety.
Yeah, I was going to say the Cardinals had the safety, so that was plus points to the Cardinals defense.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, the Cardinals.
It was not to the 49ers by any means.
I would say their defense did nothing in that transaction.
Yeah,
I mean,
and they lost their Bosa for the year, Stu.
Yeah, that is also the tough news this week. Nick Bosa, torn ACL, out for the year. That is So we're going to start with you, Christopher. So last week we gave the 49ers, I gave them a 5, and both you were the only one that gave them a 6.
All right, we'll keep them right at 6. They're still way they're playing right now, keep them making the playoffs, but the way they're playing right now, I don't think they'll make it past the first round. Like I said, the NFC West, tough division. They're 3-0. Jaguars, Rams, Buccaneers. They should win maybe 1 out of the 2 games, if not 2 out of those 3 games. So yeah, they'll beat the Jaguars, and then those next 2 games against the Ravens. Sorry, not the Ravens, the Rams and the Buccaneers. Those will really show what the 49ers are all about. But yeah, keep them at a 6.
Yeah, I mean, I got to agree with the logic there. I mean, they seem like a 6. Like, honestly, I feel almost too confident. It's just I don't know. They keep winning though, so I'm not going to fault them. Like they're a playoff team.
Yeah, I feel like the 49ers have been looking good, but are they heading into, let's just say this, Douglas, last year's Lions? You know what I mean? That they're like good, but then they're on duct tape at this point.
Last year's Lions.
Well, I mean, and the thing is too, like I don't even know, like they're good, but like I don't know, like they haven't been dominant, like particularly dominant. Like granted, they're like I don't know, like I feel like they're lacking. They're kind of like Eagles in it, I guess. They're just like I don't know. I can't figure it out, but I feel like I'm waiting for them to like kick it into overdrive or something.
Yeah, I'll give them the 6 because you are 3-0. Congratulations. But it's like a faulty 6, if that kind of makes sense. This doesn't feel like a secure 6. Like, I could see them. Here's like my prediction is going to be, and this is the same thing I think of the Steelers. They're either going to miss the playoffs and go 9-8, or they make a postseason, but I think they get clobbered. I think if they played against the Lions, they get clobbered. Eagles, they get clobbered. Commanders, they get clobbered. Buccaneers, I think they would get clobbered. Like, Rams, I think they get clobbered.
Yeah.
So I did a quick little Google search for us real quick, and there's not enough data in the NFL amongst 6 different websites that can populate a current playoff picture. So we don't know if any of these teams are making the playoffs, who they'll play. So, yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, let's see how it goes. I think we will probably start doing that week 6 if you want to think of doing that.
I'd love to do it right now, but we can't tell. Oh, here we go, Stuart. The Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Oh, everyone tune in because this is Stuart's rant moment.
All right. Please, do you have your your nieces and nephews, Douglas, are not hearing this, right?
No, Stu, I wouldn't want them to hear this.
All ears right now are Dolphins.
We
on my volume still. I'm locking into here.
believe we lost 31-14 against the Bears. The Bears. We are now 1-2. We literally cannot do anything. There is no offense. We lost. And don't forget that CeeDee Lamb's going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks now. How are we going to do this? And George Pickens is already getting pissed. Catch the ball, damn it! Catch the ball! Like, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this, Jerry? And Jerry, don't get me started about this one. Jerry has been telling me that he says this team, in my Jerry Jones voice right now, I just want to let you know, we have a shot in the postseason, In what world is he trying to tell me that Michael Irvin got hurt? This is a different team. This is the 2025 Cowboys. This ain't 92-93 Cowboys. 93. Don't give me that. Don't give me this lies.
Stu, I will say the only thing I don't understand is how you're this shocked. Everybody's been trying to tell you, we've been trying to be good friends and say, Stu, stop believing in this team. This is like, if you were me and Chris like, Stu, there's so many red flags, man. Come on. And you're just like,
this is like
like you just mentioned, this is not the 1992, 1993 Cowboys. This is a present time. So take that in consideration every time you talk about the Dallas Cowboys.
This is the team that let prime Micah Parsons walk.
Yes, correct. Yes.
How are we going to beat the Packers? We're going to Michael Parsons sack Dak like
you won't, sir. That's the easy answer.
You guys are 1-3. You probably should be 0-4 if you didn't have a kicker that can make it from 70 yards.
And you know what's the worst thing about our defense? The worst thing about our defense right now?
I don't know. It's pretty bad all the way around. Like, I don't know.
His entire NFL career, second year. You know how many times? First time in his NFL career, he's not been sacked once.
Wait, who?
Caleb Williams for the Bears.
The first time in any NFL game he's played, this is the first game he has not been sacked.
Yes.
Sir, can you repeat that another time?
Not been sacked. No Cowboys touched him the whole game.
Wow.
Why? I literally, and I'm just like, and you know what? Whose fault is this for this abysmal of a game? It's Jerry Jones and his ownership. And you know what? He's going to probably give himself a ring of honor for Jerry Jones because this is how he does it. Yes, Jerry, it is your fault that we have not been competitive for 30 years. We have not made no NFC championship in 30 years.
Sir, the only thing sir, it doesn't matter in the past 30 years. The one thing I guess I could tell Cowboys fans to make him less disheartened, it was a home game for the Bears.
Why? This
schedule
when a football team isn't very good, sometimes they struggle against other bad football teams, Stu. When a bad football team goes into another bad football team, one of them has to lose.
And it's typically the home team that wins, and the worst team that loses
has an advantage because while they're bad, at least they don't get booed when they're on offense.
And also, did you see about George Pickens like throwing that tantrum and he threw his helmet down because he wasn't
we don't watch Cowboys games because it's not entertaining to watch.
okay? You know what? And you know what's the most infuriating thing? I had stock for this team. I was nice. I gave them a 5. I was thinking, you know what? We can beat the Bears. We can get a 6. And you know what? They pissed me off so much. I'm giving them a 3.
Sir, what'd you give him last week? A 6?
I gave a 5. I'm stocking them down to the 3. That's how pissed about this team.
Sir does not mind him losing stocks in the Dallas Cowboys. He went from a 5 to a 3.
That's how mad I am.
Oh man. I mean, sir, I'm not a Cowboys fan, nor is Doug, but even I'm surprised. I know you're a little heated now, which we love. But,
What I'm saying.
Sir, what you gave him a 5 last week? What I give him probably a 5 as well.
You gave him a 5 this week. You gave him the.
Ooh, see, sir, you have to look at it. I mean, the Cowboys. I can't even say it with a straight face. I was gonna say the Cowboys are not a bad team, but I was
I'm not joking when I say I think that the Cleveland Browns are better. I don't joke when I say this. Too. I don't say this lightly.
And we gave the Browns a 2.
I don't say this lightly. So you guys should be 0-3. Let's be clear. You made Russell Wilson, who absolutely did nothing against the other two teams. What did
Russell Wilson, who got benched recently?
We made him look like prime Super Bowl Russell.
Yeah, and then he got benched a week later. Like he put up like 500 yards and 7 touchdowns to getting benched in a week because he actually played a real team. Like the
Cowboys. Sir, what did Doug and I give the Cowboys this past week?
You gave them both 5s.
Sir, the only reason what I'm going to give them is because the Cowboys won championships in the 1990s. And what they're doing right now is a direct correlation, and they will get better because they won those championships 30 years ago. No, I'm just kidding. 30 years ago certainly means nothing what they're currently doing. So I gave them a 5 last week. Oh man, where are they at division wise? How good is it?
We are 1-2, and we're
sir. No. Eagles, Commanders making the playoffs from the NFC East. Gave them a 5 last week. Doug mentioned that the Cowboys might be worse than the Browns. I don't want to go 2 levels down. I'm going from a 5 to a 4. If or when they lose next week against the Packers, and if they lose against the Jets, oh man, they might be in contention with a 2 or a 3. Well, not a 3, but a 2.
Please give them a 2 just to shoot my misery.
Well, did I give them a 3 last week?
You gave them a 5 last week.
I gave them a 5?
Yeah.
I mean, we're right high on the Cowboys. Dak Prescott was looking good, but that was last week.
Maybe I must have saw something, like some kind of potential.
Yeah, Doug I must have been blind.
I mean, like, for sure, I'm going with the 3, Stu. Like, it's just...
Thank you. I know I'm
There's really nothing to defend. I mean, now, especially now that, like, all your best players, like, CeeDee Lamb's out for weeks. You play the Packers, who...
Oh, yeah. How long is CeeDee Lamb out for?
4 to 6 weeks. And also, I'm sorry, Douglas, you gave him a 4.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense. Like,
all right, yeah.
I was not buying any stock in this team.
Wow. CeeDee Lamb's out possibly 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, when CeeDee Lamb's out, your defense is atrocious. Like, the running game has
I mean, Cowboys do have Javonte Williams in the running back.
Yeah, I mean, that's good for something, I guess.
I was going to say that's a lot of sarcasm what I just said.
Well, what do we bitch about not getting the ball as much? Bro, you can't catch it.
Dude, I have good news, though. You're all in. This is it, baby. This is it. This is as good as it gets. This is all in.
Yeah.
Why do I have to live in pain? Why do I have to live where the Eagles are good? Why do I have to live in a world where the Cowboys stink and I have an inferior owner who does not care and has an ego and he's talking about like we're going to make a postseason? We ain't making a postseason.
Sir, would you agree with my comment right here? Might as well put money on the Cowboys because they will not go worse or less than a 3.
I don't know. I mean, I might give them a 1 if they get blown up by the Packers.
So, Stuart, do you agree with that comment?
I don't know. I think we'll be in
man.
I think probably that's.
I'm not gonna lie though, Stuart. Like I said, I'm rooting for you guys. Oddly enough, as much as I'm trolling, please beat the Packers. I would love to see it.
I would love to see it too. And now,
the Bears.
Bears looked amazing.
Why are we talking about the Bears after the Cowboys?
The winning team. Losing team goes
You're
first.
so used to talking about the Bears
Cowboys
first
went
after
first.
the Lions.
Now we gotta troll.
The Lions beat them by 31. I just thought they always went first. I didn't realize that they could beat teams too.
Apparently, Caleb Williams played excellent as a quarterback because our defense can't do anything. We can't.
Oh man,
but
Johnson's a happy man.
Ben Johnson's first congratulations, your first win as an NFL head coach.
Let's do. We took around that book of Dane Campbell right there. How do I embarrass the Cowboys?
All right, sir. What did I give the Bears last week?
Last week,
probably nothing good if they start 0-2.
Yeah, you gave him a 3. I gave him a 2, and Douglas a 3.
I will keep the Bears at a 3. I mean, there's nothing good. I mean, Chicago, their young team, good job. Caleb Williams throwing 7 touchdowns in his first 3 games this season, not overall. Romo Dunze, great wide receiver, but like I mentioned earlier, there's defense, there's offense. They got to work together. Bears still at a 3.
I mean, Douglas.
Yeah, I mean, 3 is fine with me too. I mean, it's a win, but I'm not like sitting here writing home about it.
Yeah, I'm giving them the 3. This is more the Cowboys are bad in organization and Jerry Jones is then I think the Bears. I mean, this ain't if you were to watch this week 1, you're not gonna say Caleb Williams is a superstar. You're gonna be like, wow, the Cowboys suck.
He does lead the league in passing touchdowns, those 2.
No, he does not.
Oh.
So Doug, I saw that image or graphic that you probably saw. At the time, before Monday Night Football, he did lead the league in passing touchdowns.
Who did he get past?
So after Monday Night Football, it's Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Who has
1 and
9
2 Lamar
touchdowns.
Jackson, 1 and 2 Caleb Williams. Something's not right.
Let's go.
Something's not right.
Teams that lost to the Lions. Let's go.
Now we're gonna start out with the worst team in the NFL right now, where me and Christopher gave him 1s. Douglas, you gave him a 2. So we'll start with you, Douglas. The Giants, and also we got to talk about we got some bad news. Russell Wilson got benched.
That was a lot faster than we all thought it'd be, still.
That is crazy to think after 3 weeks they just benched him. Like
I was going to say 5 weeks. We should take a bet on that.
I mean, after seeing him look so good against the Cowboys, I thought he was the guy.
Yeah, right. Right?
What happened? We aged about 13 years in about 7 days there, Stu. That was crazy.
What do I do with this? But anyway, Giants. I'm not gonna lie, 22-9.
It's between them, the Saints, and the Titans are the 3 worst teams for me.
Give them the 1. They deserve.
I think they're better than the other 2 teams, though. I'm gonna stay at a 2. Stu, they were playing the defending Super Bowl representatives of the AFC, the Kansas City Chiefs. How fault I'm playing them?
I'm just saying they looked bad. They looked bad in that game. Let's be honest. They did not look. The defense can hold it up. Good for the defense. But offense, trash. Russell Wilson, trash. Russell Wilson needs to retire, and that's why I'm giving him the 1. This team.
So, sir, you think the Giants are better than the Titans or the Saints?
I think they're worse. I think they're the worst team in the NFL.
Wait. So which one do you think is worse? Titans, Saints, Giants. Goes to.
I'm gonna go with Giants, Titans, Jets.
No.
Oh, sorry. What was it? My teams that I have is a 1.
Saints, Giants, Titans.
Saints, Giants, Titans. So
Giants, you say clearly bottom 1, and then Saints and Titans.
I think I might go Saints. No, I'll go Saints 1, Giants 2, and then what was the 3rd?
Titans.
Here
we go. So I gave the Giants 2 last week.
Yeah. No, 1. You gave them a 1.
Oh wow! And I can't go up. from there, keep them at a 1. Here we go.
They deserve the 1, baby. And
Plus,
now,
they have an all-rookie quarterback now since Tyrone Tracy got injured. And now it's going to be Cam Scatterboo.
yeah, Scatterboo is gonna.
From I think Iowa State. No, Arizona State.
All right, Douglas. Last week, as the number 1 Chiefs hater,
You know.
they did win this game, not decisively, but at least by like 13 points.
Yep.
Sir, he's not the number 1 Chiefs hater. You're just the number 1 Chiefs lover, dude.
Ooh, I like the way you framed that, Chris. Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah, we have nothing against the Chiefs.
I would love to present my case.
But they finally won the Chiefs did it.
Stu, here's the thing. Here's the beautiful thing about this upcoming weekend. Okay, we've already talked about the Packers and the Cowboys. Somebody has to lose, and somebody has to lose between the Chiefs and the Ravens this weekend.
Yes,
there's a good chance that's the Chiefs about to go 1-3. Stu.
I mean, the game's in Kansas City, though, Doug.
Yeah, I don't know if that matters.
Yeah, especially with the Ravens coming
You
on.
did give a 4.
Jackson's
So I gave
Lamar
him a 4.
Jackson probably wants to murder the Chiefs.
I'm not raising them up. I'm not raising them up for beating the this team here. So I'm going to keep him at a 4. I mean, like, dude, Travis Kelce, I think he's distracted because him and Andy Reid are getting into it. Like, he's doing too much.
Yeah, they did like a little bit. But, I mean, even during that Super Bowl a couple years ago, they did
have Xavier Worthy, Stu. They're proud. They still don't have Rashee Rice. Like, they have so many issues right now. And Travis Kelce is out there causing drama and, like, hurting his players. Like,
Yeah, so what happened on the sideline real quick? What was that about?
I think it was the first half, and I think Andy Reid and Travis Kelce were having like an argument, but
Yeah,
I feel like
was it like Kelce not getting the ball? Doug, do you know anything about that?
I don't.
No, I really don't.
I mean, it's just football stuff. You know, sometimes it's just like you have like it's like different. You know, I always like the NFL is totally different than like the workplace. If it's like
No, the NFL is a workplace. This guy might be getting mad at his team leader or supervisor, which is Andy Reid, the manager, the coach. So yeah, just like at anyone's workplace, if you get mad at your supervisor,
at like the manager, if that kind of makes sense. Like,
yeah. All right, so sir, what did you have the Chiefs at last week?
Last week I gave them a 6. I'll keep them at the 6 for right now. I think if they can beat that Ravens, then maybe I'll bump them up and be like, hey, I told you so. But I feel like, hey, a win's a win. They did win good.
Stu, please tell me I gave him a 5 last week.
You gave him a 10. No, 5.
Nice. I'll keep him at a 5. Keep the median at a 5.
Man.
Yeah, this upcoming week, like Doug said, battle of 1 and 2s. Who's going to go 1 and 3? Who's going to go 2 and 2? But yeah, just the way, like Doug said, Kelch is getting in confrontations with Andy Reid. So maybe this might be the downturn of the dynasty of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, we'll see indeed in this one. And now we got our final 2 games.
Go.
The Baltimore Ravens losing this game. My God. 38-30. My God. Another game, another fumble by King Henry. King Henry has fumbled 3 games.
He's the only running back in the NFL currently who has a fumble in each of the first 3 games.
And you know what the crazy part is? You know last year, you know how many fumbles did he have last year?
0.
3.
Oh, was it only 3? No kidding. Wow, look at that. So, I mean, that means the rest of the year he should have not any more fumbles.
He needs to stop the fumbling, like his fumble mobility needs to stop at this point. So last week we gave the Ravens 777s. So they did lose. I'm going to keep them at the 7. This was a good Lions team. I'll give them credit right there. They came close. And this is a good Lions team. I think the Ravens could definitely do okay.
7-1 and 2, Stu. That's wild.
I mean, yeah, but it's Baltimore. I don't know. I trust Baltimore right now.
Sir, do you trust Baltimore's defense? They gave up 40 points.
Yeah.
They have 40 points in week 1, 17 in week 2. So that's 57. And then another 38 in week 3. Man, they given over what? 100? No, it's not 100. Let's see. Let me just scoot over.
What was it? 40? What was it? 40?
They gave up 96 points in the first 3 games.
Yeah, that's not great. But I don't know. We'll see. But, now you're tempting me, but I'm like, no, I'm keeping the 7 for right now. I'll keep that 7 because they're at least getting close.
Doug, you're about to say something. What are you saying, Doug?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like every year we think this team's going to be good, and then they just underperform at all the big games.
I mark my words.
At what point is it part of this team? At what point does it become somebody else's fault and not just?
Yeah,
you can't always be like, they should be better.
I will mark my words, and I agree with you, Douglas. This team is not making the Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson with the Baltimore Ravens right now will not make a Super Bowl.
Well, I mean,
sure.
gotta,
What did I give the Ravens last week? Like a 7, probably?
You gave them a 7 also.
I mean, ooh, man. I'll keep them at a 7. I like what they're doing. If they can put up 30 points against a Detroit Lions team, even though they still lost, but 30 points in the NFL game is pretty impressive. And I mean, I know we're talking about the present team, what they're doing. I do like what they're doing currently. I like their upcoming schedule. They should probably be maybe 7-2 by week 10 or week 9.
All right, Douglas.
Nice.
As he's meditating and thinking, what is he
thinking? Because you guys are giving some good points on where they could be a potential for.
But where are they currently?
See, I mean, the thing is, the game I think was another one like the Nebraska game where the final score was closer than the game really was, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, I mean, granted, it was an 8-point game, but the Lions were up 14. They kind of, I feel like they had pretty good control over this game the whole time. They had 7 sacks on Lamar Jackson. They absolutely destroyed the run game. Their offensive line was amazing. They should have probably had some interceptions on Lamar. I mean, they were big favorites at home, too. Everybody picked them, and then they ended up kind of laying an egg against – I don't know. I mean, but then who else in the AFC? I mean –
You got the Steelers. That's it.
I don't think they're going to – they are better than – they're better than the Steelers. They're better than –
No, he has the AFC. We know from the AFC, the Bills and the Chargers.
Oh, yeah.
Who else?
Well, I mean, they already lost to the Bills.
Right.
I don't think they would beat the Chargers. But I think they would beat anybody else. So I guess you guys convinced me. I'll stay at a 7-2. But
woohoo! Let's go.
This week, they hit the panic button.
Yeah, I definitely just feel like this core is so frustrating. I feel like they should be. I'm not even a Ravens fan. I feel like I'd be so frustrated if I was a Ravens fan. This core should be better. They should have had a ring in the last 5 years. And
I guess the only saving grace for them is you're probably playing potentially the 2 Super Bowl favorites, in my very biased opinion. The Bills and the Lions, maybe the 2 best teams in the NFL. I don't know.
And I here's my perspective. The Ravens are in the AFC North. 2 weeks ago, we were saying how the AFC North was one of the toughest divisions. Now with Joe Burrow out, Browns, good defense, but they're not doing anything offensively. Steelers, yeah, so it might be the Steelers, but the Ravens could potentially walk out with the division title.
Yeah.
Anyways, here we go, Detroit Lions.
Oh, your team, Douglas. And are you shocked that they won this game? I'm actually surprised.
I mean, if I'm being just dead honest, yeah. From a straight,
very nice.
I mean, I think it's still set very fresh, and everybody's I feel like the taste is still fresh in a lot of Lions fans' mouths from going into Baltimore 2 years ago and getting manhandled. I think we lost 38-6. It wasn't even a competitive game. And so, I just didn't think that we'd be able to contain Lamar Jackson. I know Lamar Jackson's otherworldly. We don't play good against running quarterbacks typically. It's kind of our Achilles heel. But seeing the constant pressure, how uncomfortable Lamar looked, yeah, he had his numbers. He put up good numbers. That was great. But, really, I mean, the Lions just time after time sacked him, got him down in open space. Kind of shut down Derrick Henry pretty well. I mean, we had that early 4th down stop on the red zone. We had a lot of short runs that he just didn't get. Aiden Hutchinson with the strip sack. This Lions defense, man, they're playing similar-ish to how they were last year when they were, really, really good. And when the team could play complementary football. And Hutch is only getting better, too. He's still coming back from that major injury. He had a sack against Lamar, a forced fumble.
Third year.
This is his 3rd year.
All right, gotcha.
But forced fumble, sack, really nice game. He's starting to look back to himself. I'm going to go with an 8 for the Lions. I mean, their offense this is the first time since 1962 that they've scored 90 points over a 2-game span. And last year they had a historic offense. And this
Wait, you said 90 points in 2-game span?
Yeah.
They scored 38 this week. What did they put up last
They
week?
put up 52 against the Bears and then 38 against
wow.
the Ravens.
Oh, my goodness.
It's like, dude, if their offensive line keeps playing like this, like Gibbs and Montgomery, like they're scary good right now when they click.
So, with that kind of offensive explosion, what do you think they're going to put up point-wise at home against the Browns?
Like
40.
28.
What? You say 48?
No, 28 or so. 24, 28.
Like
It's like a 24 to 10 type of a game.
Yeah, but I hate to say this, Douglas. I agree with this team. I think this team looks legit. I think they are definitely contenders for the Super Bowl. It is crazy to think, like I said, how Dan Campbell has turned this team around. Like you, Douglas, when was that first year Dan Campbell and they were dog garbage? If I told you 2-3 years they're going to make the NFC Championship, they're going to win the NFC North twice, would you believe me?
Not fully. Like, I don't know if I would have expected like the level of success and the dominance that they've had, but I knew that this dude had something unique for sure. Like, there was just some passion about him that's been contagious. But I don't think any Lions fan expected, like, because everybody's like, Ben Johnson, Ben Johnson, Ben Johnson. It's like, dude, we're all right. We got Penei Sewell on the one side as maybe the best offensive attack in the NFL, blocking for the best running back tandem in the NFL, throwing the ball to Sam Laporta, a top 5 tight end, and Amon-Ra, a top 5 wide receiver.
Yeah.
Oh, and you just casually have Jameson Williams that can take the top off the defense. And, like, there's really not a way to consistently stop this team with how deep they are and, like, how much talent. Like, because they can beat you running the ball, they can beat you throwing the ball, they can beat you doing just about anything.
They can be anywhere. They're like Pitbull anywhere. Now let's start with you, Christopher.
I put my 8 fingers because M8.
Oh, they look legit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like Doug hit it spot on. I know he's a diehard Lions fan, but man, the Lions, what they did in Baltimore last night, Monday night, was impressive. Jahmyr Gibbs 2 touchdowns, Dave Montgomery 2 touchdowns. I know the defense could have looked for improvements, but man, yeah, the only other team I'm worried about in the NFC. Oh, Eagles fly. So,
Ooh,
but yeah, Lions at an 8 for sure. Let's go.
And just for that Lions, we end it right there. That is it for this week's NFL things. You have any final thoughts about this week, gentlemen?
Oh, man. I really hope that we get some revenge for collapsing against the Guardians. Hopefully the Lions can give Detroit some reprieve and beat the Browns.
I mean, that's like beating a. Come on, that's elder.
Dude, I need something if we collapse this bad to the Guardians. Okay?
Flacco, that's elder abuse at this point.
And like, all right, real quick. I wish that the NFL would reconfigure their divisions, even though that'd be completely weird. But if it was like the Great Lakes division, Cleveland, Lions, Buffalo Bills. Well, I don't know about the Buffalo Bills. That'd be a tough division.
I'd say the Bills.
Bills.
Chicago.
Yeah, exactly. So, but anyways, yeah, because otherwise, if the divisions were reconfigured, then like we said, the Tigers are playing the Guardians right now. Well, not right now, currently, but in the series going on for this upcoming 3 days, and then if the Lions were playing the Browns for a tough division capture, that'd be crazy.
I mean, I wouldn't mind that. We play against the Saints, Falcons.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the Cowboys division would be freaking.
Yeah, it does suck that you guys got to come up northeast so much, huh?
God. Yeah.
All right, but sorry to go off sidetrack. No other further comments. Let's go Browns against the Lions.
But like I said, that is it for week 3. Next week, we got week 4. We got more football times. We got more stock options to pick. And as always, I will touch you later, Mr. Gator. So as always, take care. Bye-bye.